Hey everybody, welcome back. Bam. So today, we're trying to get the house ready so we can sell it and make everything up to code and legal. But seasonal work here has to be done too. And today I'm cleaning the barbecue, which I use all the time, all year long. I even use it in the winter when it's snowing. Yeah, it's right outside my sliding door wall. So I do. What a job. It's pretty nasty. I put a rebuild kit in it 2 years ago, I think, and it's held up pretty good. I was really surprised for $35. It comes with the burners, which lasted, the diffusers, which lasted. The only thing that didn't last on this kit was I don't know what they call it. It's an igniter bar. It's the bar that goes across the front of the burners. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 burners, and if you turn on the left burner after you light the right burner, there's enough gas going through there, it will automatically ignite the left burner. Doesn't work, it rusted out. So I don't know if I'm going to replace it or not. I usually just take one of those long Bics lighters and stick it in there and light the lighter. Plus, the electronic ignition, the electronic igniter, they have a battery in them. I thought it was the battery. I replaced the battery. That didn't work. So I bought a whole new kit, put that together with the new battery. That didn't work. So I'm thinking it's the igniter itself. And I just said, screw it. I'm not going to bother with it. That's a feature I really don't need. It's a luxury. I'll just light it with a lighter. Ain't no big deal. So anyways, here we are. Let me show you what this grill looks like now. And then I'll show you what it looks like after we're done. Check this out. Okay, so here it is. Got the degreaser and I got it all torn apart. Look at this. Nasty. I use it a lot. I do. And I do clean it out as we go along. Look at that. Now, just so you guys know, this is pretty much a fire hazard just waiting to happen. Anyways, yeah. It doesn't usually get this bad before I clean it. And I do keep up on my stuff. This time, I don't know what happened. Busy life. I just kind of put it off. Maybe I didn't barbecue as much, but you get flame outs and your food catches on fire from this grease in the bottom. So we're going to clean it out, make it all brand new, and we'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Give it a good douse of degreaser. Not sure how well that's going to work. If I got to scrub it. I ain't scrubbing it. I got a power washer. Yeah, we'll see what that does. Hopefully that does the trick. I don't know if I used the power washer before or not. I think I used just a regular hose with the blast and some degreaser. I don't remember. It's been about 3 years, I think, or maybe 2. All right, we'll let that sit for a little while. Come back, give it another douse, and power wash it. I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not. Looks like I just went right into it, but we're power washing the deck today, so we can paint it tomorrow. And that's why I'm power washing everything else, including the barbecue. Time to clean the deck. Okay, we are out of gas, so we're gonna fill this gas tank back up. Got a pretty good lick on it. It's not hard, just time consuming. So I'm gonna take down, I got deck lights. I'll show you a picture what it looks like, but I'm gonna take these deck lights off. I bought some new ones and we'll put those up maybe next weekend, maybe this weekend. And we'll see how they look. Anyways, on to finishing the deck. All right, we are finished with the deck. Ready for paint. Looking pretty good. Did the side of the house. Did the fence. I gotta tell you, if you've never owned a pressure washer or rented one before, they're pretty addicting. Once you get going and you realize how effortlessly it cleans things. Side of the garage, we're gonna paint that. Then after you get done with one thing, you look for everything else you can power wash. The first year I got that, I did the deck, I did our siding, I did the sidewalk, I did all our lawn chairs. We've got probably 20 of them because we have bonfires. I went through, man, I did everything. It was hilarious. I was out there all day, went through about 8 tanks of gas, I think. Today I went through 4. So anyways, easy day, kind of. Few hours. Everything's clean, ready for paint, ready for summer. So let's go take a look at that barbecue grill, see how that's looking. So I couldn't get it back to new, but that's expected. A lot of the stuff on the inner lid is carbon and just stuff from the heat. That doesn't matter anyways. I just wanted to get rid of the grease, but man, that's looking pretty good. You know what? I didn't get that top rack very well, but I'll tell you what, it's nice and clean. No grease. Don't have to worry about no grease fires. Happy barbecuing almost daily. Yep, we love to barbecue. All right, so I guess this will be the outro to this video. You know, I do all this manual work myself. I could pay somebody to do it, but I got to keep moving. One thing I learned in the last 10 years was you got to keep moving. I used to own a collision shop and do body work, and I was in great condition. And then about 35 years ago or so, I got out of that business because I wanted something a little more cleaner. Wanted to use my mind and think a little bit better. I thought a lot in the body shop. I did well. Then I got into computers, but since I got into computers, I don't really move around a lot. And that can be a problem. I don't use those muscles I used to use. Now my dad, he was into collision work too, and he worked in a body shop until he was about 80 years old. And he's the kind of guy, because he kept moving, he'd climb on under his own vehicle and fix the exhaust, change the brake pads at 80 years old. About 82, 83, he kind of stopped. He was still healthy and he could still move, but he coasted on what he had left, the muscles, just the desire. And he started to degrade about that time. He made it about another 7, 8 years, and then he finally couldn't move. His back was hunched over. He walked with a limp. It was just downhill from there. And I guess it's kind of like he was done. You know, he had enough. There wasn't a whole lot more for him. So he just kind of coasted to the end, which I guess is okay, you know, if that's what you want to do. Me, it's like playing volleyball. Do I play until I've had enough, or do I play until I drop? I like to play till I drop. And then I've had enough. And then when I recoup, I'll play some more. And that's kind of how I look at life right now, and that's why I do all my work. around my house myself because I don't get the exercise at work for what I do. I stand all day, sit all day. I use my hands, not my body. So I like to get out here and do the manual labor. My wife does too. It's very important. So you got to keep moving. Keep that in mind. You got to stay healthy. Take care of yourself. If you want to live long, if you want to live until you drop, you know, or you can quit anytime, really. But anyways, just a little lesson that I know. I'm sharing with all you guys in case you don't know. But you probably do know. But if you don't, leave me some comments below. Let me know what you think. I think we can all live a very long life if we take care of ourselves, which I understand today. So anyways, love you all, and until next time, adios.